Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the global door number TH1118-B, left-hand Duranautic bottom pivot set. So, in the package you're going to get the door portion, you're going to get the frame portion, and you're going to get the hardware, or the screw package. Yes, this is correct. You're always going to get an aluminum floor portion. This is a model to be used what is considered the frame portion with threshold. The manufacturer states, even Kawanier, the original equipment manufacturer, will state this is going to come out as aluminum to match the color of the threshold. I'm thinking they are assuming the only threshold color there is mill, and I personally can't understand why they could not supply that in dark bronze as well, but this is correctly understood as the only finish for the floor portion. So if you get this, like me the first time, calling it a mistake, it's not. So now let's back up and start at the beginning on this. You're going to get the door portion, you're going to get the floor portion. Okay, this is going to mount behind the frame. This will literally mount inside of the frame wall. And then you're going to get the mounting hardware. You're going to get the plate for mounting it, and then all the bolts necessary. Let's start with some dimensional properties on the door portion. An overall height on the back side of the case itself is about 1 7/8, with the width of about 1 1/2, 1 7/16 perhaps. It's going to be projection-wise from the top about 1 3/16, down at the bottom a little bit greater, at about 1 5 3/8. Okay. The floor portion. This is for a left hand, so from your perspective, it swings this way. From your perspective, it looks like a right hand reverse. Okay. Right hand reverse or left hand, whichever it is, they're the same for this. The overall, and I give these dimensions in case you have one in your hand and you're trying to determine if this is the correct item. Certainly if your door says Kawanier on it, it's likely this is correct. About 3 3/16 overall. The body at the front is about 1 3/8. Overall height of the frame portion looks like it's about 2 1/4. Okay. This is what's called a 3/4 inch offset pivot, because the dimension from the face of the door to the vertical axis of pivoting is 3/4 inch, which means that this line will be plumb all the way up to the top pivot. There is information below this video in the extended description, and let's go over it now. Suitable for aluminum doors weighing up to 125 pounds. That's very typical and common. Engineered to be durable, stylish, easy to install. This is a 3/4 inch offset pivot. This will be compatible with either flush frame or 1/8 of an inch recessed door applications. What that means is an aluminum door from the pull side can be flush with the face of the frame, or it can be recessed in 1/8 of an inch. This will work either way. If it's a new installation, you'll certainly determine that at the time of installation. And if you have an existing door and frame, that will already really be determined based on how wide the rabbet is for the door. You'll know if you've got room for the door to come to the closed position, make contact with the stop, and leave whatever gap it will from the face of the door to the face of the frame. If you're just replacing something, you don't even have to think about that. Weather resistant, sure. Aluminum case construction with a vertical adjustment of 1/8 of an inch. That's accomplished by getting a wrench down on the bottom pivot stud, and you can turn that counterclockwise and drive it up. Okay. Full race ball bearing and design provides smooth operation on the bottom pivot. That's a reference to the construction inside here. No sag, as the entire weight of the door rests on the bottom pivot, which is a very efficient way. Let the ground really hold the weight of the door rather than the jam like you would on standard butt hinges. Completely tamper-proof, yet easy to remove, provided you can get the door open. The door has to be open in order for you to be able to get to the top pivot, where you can then remove that portion. The pivot can come out and you can lift the door up and off. This, of course, is attached through the sidewall of the face of the style of the door itself. You can't get to those screws from the exterior side. The top portion is known as the TH1118-T for top. This is the -B for bottom, naturally. Aluminum finish and dark bronze or Duranodic. Obviously, on the top pivot, both pieces will be dark bronze finish, and they are indeed handed left and right. You do have to know the handing of that stuff. Let me give you some other dimensions on the location of these screw holes, just because it strikes me as being important. Let's throw that tape measure here. We can kind of gauge some of those. That first little hole looks like it's about 3/8 of an inch from the end. About to an inch, or pardon me, 7/8, and then down to about 1 3/8 for these holes. Let's measure from the inside of the bracket return. About 7/8 to about 1 3/8, and then again about 7/8. Okay. Now, let's do the same for the holes in the side, just butting it down to the bottom here. And obviously just studying the photograph of the video, maybe pausing it while I'm holding it here is the best way to go to confirm everything is. Obviously I have this tipped, so if you have one in your hand, you'll want to mimic what I'm doing. Okay, that'll give you the dimensions on all that material. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Global Door products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Global Door TH1118-B, bottom pivot for Kiwane applications, or any other Global Door product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.